the world's strongest fighter who only wants to do one thing, saving his chastity for the one true love. The only thing standing in his way is a flurry of sexy anime women after his seed.
Oh, why is that a problem?
You nasty.
SOPHIE said, your man behind the camera director here with another Gigguk reaction, Summer Anime 2020. This year of anime, we already saw winter and we saw spring. The winter season was, I ain't gonna lie, I think I said in that video, it was pretty slow, kind of whack, not gonna lie to you. Spring season had a couple bangers mixed in there, a couple shows that I ain't never seen, plus some returners, right? And how I was thinking about how anime is produced, the winter and spring of 2020 actually might have already had stuff that were like kind of completed in 2019. So I feel like the effects of the Roni on that season anime, we might have seen it just like a little bit, but I feel like this summer season is where we're gonna really see like, was there issues or was there not issues? Was there production issues? Did a bunch of whack stuff that ain't nobody really gonna watch came out? Or was it a banging summer because they know the streets needed it? Because Lord knows, we was all stuck in the house, man. We was all stuck, couldn't go nowhere. We're fighting each other off 6 feet away like we're trying to stop velociraptors from attacking us on some Jurassic Park shit. It was a tough time. With that being said, I am excited to see what Gigguk is about to cook up for us on this one. I can't remember or even think of what I would have been watching at the time that was new. Like I said, that summer of 2020, we were probably like 2 years in doing the reaction stuff on YBR's channel. And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen so many shows at that point, I actually don't remember what they were. So I'm excited to see what may pop up that I will remember and I'll have some things to say. I'm excited to see what may pop up that I've never seen in my life. Or maybe the streets was talking and the streets just wasn't telling me what was hot back then. The streets be talking to me now, but back then y'all wasn't with me. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I can say that now because I got my Rick Ross beard. But we're gonna jump into this. If you made this fun, you haven't already, go watch Gigguk's. Tell him D Nasty sent you. Get me noticed by Gigguk Senpai. Help me, son. What's wrong with y'all? And then come back and run this back 2 times for me, please and thank you. Reaction about to start now.
It's early April. You know, we might be in quarantine, but at least that means I've got plenty of time to watch all the spring anime that I want to watch.
Hey guy, can you... Oh, are you watching the new summer anime?
Summer? What are you talking about? Spring just started. What the fuck? Hey guys, Dickhead here, back at it again with another seasonal rundown. It's summer 2020, and before I figure out where the hell April, May, and June fucked off to this year, we got some more anime to watch. Now I know this year's been a complete dumpster fire so far, but what more can we ask for than to dive straight into some seasonal anime to help us forget all the troubles happening in the real world? So let's see what we got.
Uh-oh.
世界各国では対策法を研究するとともに国民への注意を強く
It's a little too close to home.
私は諦めない必ず病気のワクチンを作って元の世界に戻してみせる
世界
We're all doomed, aren't we?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh shh. Hell!
あなた見て私たちの赤ちゃん
ああ
The goats.
お前の名前はアノス・ボルディゴードだ
Yes,
I do
yes, he
wonder to
did.
myself, at what point does a series become so over the top that even though it plays it completely straight, it just becomes satire? Is it when your overpowered protagonist is casually eating a castle into fucking Narnia?
Maybe.
Or is it when your overpowered protagonist wants to flex on his opponent so hard that he beats him to death with a literal heartbeat? And then he just golden experience requiems him so he can do it again. This is the biggest power fantasy trash I've seen in a while.
No, it really is.
I love it. The show
Me
doesn't
too.
even try to pretend to be something it's not, and it's great. Half the time, I don't know whether I should be impressed or laughing at how ridiculously overpowered the
Gigguk.
protagonist is. And he's only like a month old too. What the fuck? Is there anything he can't do? Anos Voldigode is officially the Giga Chad of 2020.
He
This
really
man
is.
just does it all. When Anos was born, he drove his mum home. When he makes a tasteless joke, Twitter makes an apology video. He can fuck your girl without losing his virginity because he never losers.
That's a
this
new
man
one.
is so OP. He managed to get a tsundere to be true to her feelings in a single episode.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Now, normally I kind of just gloss over all the sequels.
No, dead ass. Hold on.
But,
hey, man. No. Listen, season 1 of Misfit of Demon Academy is a must watch. We're not going to talk about season 2. We're not going to talk about season 2 or core 2. We're not going to talk about season 2 whatsoever. We're excluding that at this time because, as Gigguk said, we're talking about anime 2020. Yo, I remember when this dropped and we were watching it live. I was enamored. Yo, the plot was on point. The dialogue was fire. The MC was thugging. Everything was working for that show. Must watch season 1. No doubt about it. Don't ask me about season 2. I'm going to tell you right now. Just don't ask me because I'm going to have to lie to you. I'm going to have to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. Watch season 1 though. Dead ass. 100% worth it. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what to tell you. You crazy.
well, here are all the new anime from winter 2020. Here are all the new anime from spring 2020.
Okay.
And here are all the new anime for summer 2020.
Ooh. This is what I was talking about. This right here is what I was talking about. Yeah. See, in the intro, I was saying the winter and the spring anime of 2020 that dropped was probably already pre-made, pre-produced, like ready to go like just because that's how the industry works, right? But then when the Roni actually hit like December, beginning of January, and then shutdown started happening like February, March, this summer 2020 of anime is when it really would be affected. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why. Just looking at this list, it's like I see off top 26 in winter about. I see about 32 drop for spring, and just looking at it, I feel like that's what, like 16? Like 16 for summer? Insane.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another banger! Yo, honestly?
Oh man, it's been so many years and I've memed it so much, I forgot it was a legitimate plot point. Re:Zero is finally back and it's got no Jill.
No, bro.
What the fuck is going on? It's now been 4 years since the original series aired, and all it needed was 4 minutes to remind me, holy hell,
Oh, wow.
I missed this goddamn show. Just in the first 2 episodes, it's pretty much dealing with the major problem I had with the original. The world and characters of Re:Zero always felt super interesting, but all it was missing was that big overarching plot to tie it all together, and that seems like exactly what's being set up. This is looking like it could way exceed the first season, and if you have any interest in Re:Zero at all, your hype level should be off the charts. Unless, of course, you're a Rem fan, who it seems in a last-ditch effort for the fight for Best Girl has resorted to the domestic girlfriend coma strat. Origairu Season 3 is also here.
Time out. Yeah. Listen, for everybody that had to wait 4 years for Re:Zero Season 2, I'm sorry you went through that. Me, luckily, I think I watched Season 1 in 2019, and then Season 2 right when it dropped in 2020. Fire. Absolute fire. Season 2 of Re:Zero was hands down one of the best seasons of anime. Honestly, I still put it like top 10 to this day. Re:Zero Season 2 was absolutely fantastic. Anybody who's sleeping on Re:Zero, I'm gonna start calling you ass Rem, bro. Straight up.
I'm hype. Or at least I would be if I had finished Season 2. Oh yeah, I was gonna go through my plan to watch this during quarantine, wasn't I? Wonder why that didn't happen. Where the fuck did all my time go? The thing I like about anime original shows is that everyone comes in with zero expectations. Everyone is on equal footing, we all have zero idea what kind of ride we're about to get on, and we all get to be equally surprised. Decadence is a new anime original coming from the director of Mob Psycho Season 1 and 2, and on the outside it seems to be something like Mad Max and the Franxx with a little bit of Attack on Titan sprinkled.
Mad Max
It's a
and the
post-apocalyptic
Franxx on
setting with
Titan.
monsters, which we've seen before, so as I was just waiting for that one hook to get me invested to hop on this ride, a fucking city transforms into a giant fist and then just one punches this kaiju out of existence, and I was like, alright, respect. You got my fucking attention. But then to top things off, it throws this darling in the Franxx Let's Go to Space scale twist right on episode 2 that completely flips the entire setting on its head. Apparently the entire world is some kind of Avatar type theme park for these alien looking things, and all humans are oblivious to that fact. This is definitely one of the most unique setups I've seen, but with so many things going on, this has the potential to be one of the most interesting ideas that's been pulled off all year, or an absolute clusterfuck. Either way, I'm excited for the ride. In the culture corner, we have Peter Grill.
No, that's definitely one of those moments where a complaint that I sometimes have of anime is I feel like we're always trying to do the same tropes over and over, putting out the same types of shows. So whenever something like completely original comes along, I actually tend to gravitate towards that, or even give something like that more of a chance than I would something that's kind of following a trope. A lot of people will be like, yeah, but that's a weird way of thinking, but like, I'm at the point where I've seen so much anime where like I can almost start guessing the plot. If you could give me something that's gonna keep me guessing, hey man, you've done something quite impressive. So that show looks interesting. Don't know if I'd watch it, but the premise, I'm here for it. It kind of gave me like a little bit of hint of Gurren Lagann, where it's like the Earth is post-apocalyptic, but there's stuff going on in other places, but we just can't get to it because we're not supposed to. You know what I mean? You know those vibes? Maybe? I don't know. Pierce the heavens, bitch.
The world's strongest fighter who only wants to do one thing, saving his chastity for the one true love of his life, and the only thing standing in his way is a flurry of sexy anime women after his seat.
Oh. Why is that a problem? Oh my god. Aw, he looks... Did they take it from him?
Mission failed. Successfully. This year we've somehow gone from hentai sitcom to NTR comedy. And you know, it's somewhat refreshing now that ecchi anime aren't afraid to explore the topic of their protagonists having full-blown intercourse, even if that does blur the line even further. But you know what? After interspecies reviewers, I think I finally found the line between I can't believe it's not hentai and actual hentai.
Oh my
Instead
god.
of ugly bastards, we just keep seeing lucky bastards.
Your accent is very...
The line is so thin, and I love it, just like my rubbers.
very unique. It's like a weird jumble of different dialects. Where did you even learn that?
英語教室なのら。今日の英語は安泰。
Ooh, now this one looks good. So Netflix here in Japan have released the first 14 episodes of The Great Pretender, which basically follows a group of con artists traveling around the world scamming people. The first story arc revolves around them trying to swindle a drug lord into spending millions of dollars to buy a new drug that doesn't actually exist.
Don't you f***ing use crystal mate?
This is looking like a cross between a heist movie and Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can. It's incredibly refreshing not only to see a concept you don't normally see in anime, but such a global setting handled in an aesthetic reminiscent to 80s Hollywood. Singapore, London, Shanghai, Tokyo. We started in LA, but the show will be staged around the world, and I am absolutely hyped. This is one show I'll actually probably wait to be dubbed, since there's even a segment that explains that the characters are actually speaking English. Also, the ED is actually the original Great Pretender sung by Freddie Mercury. Where else can you say you've seen an anime that has a song sung by Freddie freaking Mercury? Continuing the Netflix train, they also just dropped the entirety of Japan Sinks from Masaki Yuasa, following the tragic story of a family trying to survive the biggest natural disaster the world has ever seen. And you've got exactly what you can expect from a series like this. Desolate scenes of a country ravaged by disaster, the horrors of losing your loved ones and trying to fight to survive, a wheelchair-bound grandpa that's fucking 360 no-scoping people with a bloody standoff. There's a bloody weed farm in the middle of Japan. It's got sex, it's got action, it's got drugs.
Oh my god.
You can expect from a series like this.
So realistic, I feel like.
The anime of 2020 so far. Show about to
Why? Oh my god! She goes, oh my god, he talked! He said best comedy anime of 2020. I was like, nigga, what are you talking about? That seems like a horrendous ass show.
2020 so far.
Yeah!
Be able to make a show about a group of high school teenagers who gain superpowers from erotic energy, fighting invading aliens who want to drain all the thought energy in the world. Yes, that is the plot of the show. I am not making this up. We literally have Power Rangers fueled by the strength of horny on main, or as I like to call it, hentai sentai. This is one of those shows that has an uncensored version to accompany it, if you know what I'm saying. But I mean, how bad can it be?
Oh god.
I apologize for that. Even for me, this is a little bit too much degeneracy.
Disgusting!
That's him, ladies! That's the guy. Subscribe to Belle Delphine's OnlyFans. We have what seems to be Umaru-chan 2.0. Mega Milk Edition.
Oh my
It's like a nice
God.
little wholesome show. I don't know what it is about smug anime girls bullying male characters. That
Nagata's the best
Maybe it's
though.
just something about this facial expression, man. Because if we just take a screenshot and analyze it, you can almost hear them laughing at all the Komi fans on Suicide Watch. Overall, I'm very much looking forward to this anime.
Wait,
Not because
why
I'm
are
gonna
we on
watch it,
Suicide
I just have a
Watch?
feeling this will go in the categories of shows I never finish, but will read every doujinshi because for some reason they're all fucking amazing. You know, everyone's going to be talking about how SAO returns in the most SAO way possible. But you know, aside from that instance, let me just fill you in on where the series is right now. The Americans have flooded a server with drones of American gamers of this top secret VR game that's being used to develop an AI that could possibly run the American military. And
Excuse
the only
me?
thing that can stop them from doing so is Kirito and the girls uniting the Japanese gamers to flood the servers on their end and preventing the Americans from getting their hands on this AI that could change the world.
What?
That's right. The plot of SAO is now, literally, unironically, Gamers Rise Up. And it's great. How can you not love this? How is this not the peak SAO we
Oh,
all wanted it to be?
screaming.
Kirito being AFK as a vegetable in a wheelchair, still getting more girls than any of us ever will. It's gotten so bad that even the harem has become self-aware. Sinon being a pure Chad, exuding
Oh
big
my
dick
God.
energy, exerting dominance right in front of Kirito's gamer girl wife. And
Oh
even
my
gave
God.
Klein a badass moment. Fucking
Klein?
Shut up, Kirito. Come back to me when you're a main character. Continue shitting on SAO if you need.
Damn.
Continue shitting on Kirito. I don't mind. I'm having a great fucking time over here.
What the hell? This game is a really sick.
Rent a girlfriend? More like, wait a minute. I got this. I
What?
got this.
What?
Just give me a second. Simping? Am I right? Here's a rom-com to arrive in the anime scene where the premise is literally in the title. Dude just straight up pays a girl for some pure, unadulterated, unprotected hand-holding. Disgusting! Which is
Oh my
basically the
God.
premium OnlyFans exclusive tier where she pretends to be your girlfriend for a few hours and then anime stuff happens. While this may look like your bog standard harem anime, there's
Oh
something about it that
God.
just works. Maybe it's the premise itself, maybe it's the fact that it's set in college for once and the characters actually act like horny teens.
Whoa, time out! So let me get this straight. All the years, y'all niggas are telling me that not to watch Rent a Girlfriend, it's garbage, it's a trash anime, trash MC. None of y'all told me that it was in college. How long have I been asking for an anime with college shawties? And y'all niggas was holding back. Y'all was holding back on me. Wow. I'm disappointed in all y'all. Y'all have failed me. Don't watch Rent a Girlfriend. The MC's trash. The main girl's trash. It's in college. You think I give a fuck? Trying to see some shawties get worked.
Which is basically the premium OnlyFans exclusive tier where she
Disgusting.
pretends to be your girlfriend for a few hours and then anime stuff happens. While this may look like your bog standard harem
God.
anime, there's something about it that just works. Maybe it's the premise itself, maybe it's the fact that it's set in college for once and the characters actually act like horny teens who think about sex, or maybe it's
Oh
the
my
fact
God.
that Chizuru is so clearly best girl that I don't even need to see any of the other prospects to pledge my allegiance and enlist to fly off into battle for her.
What?
I was immediately addicted from episode 1, and it's one of those shows that I'm probably just gonna immediately binge the manga. Finally topping things off, we have God of High School.
God of
following
High
from
School, I
Battle
remember
God as
watching
the
this.
second Webtoons anime adaptation. This time about a martial arts tournament that's held in Seoul where the winner gets granted any wish they desire, and
Yo, hands, bro.
wait. That's it? You're telling me this anime is just one massive martial arts tournament? And what, it's just gonna be a
What
series of
beautiful
well-animated
move.
and hype fights? That's
Yeah.
it? That's
Yeah.
the show?
Yes.
Is it time? Is this the show that's actually gonna do it? I said it wasn't gonna shout it anymore.
Tournament arc.
It's a dead meme now.
Do it, nigga.
But maybe.
Say it,
maybe there
Gigguk!
is only one way I can possibly describe this show. Yeah, I mean, it was alright.
I'll shout it again. Boo! Boo! Shout it anyway! That was Summer Anime 2020. I'm gonna talk about God of High School first, because that was the last one that he showed. God of High School was actually better than everybody said. If you haven't watched it, it's totally worth the watch. The fighting was dope, the boxing was cool, right? The powers was pretty nice. The character design on all the characters in there was pretty fire, right? The only thing I could say about it is like towards the end of the season, of that first season, they kind of really speed run through like the last 3 or 4 episodes. Like they really fucking speed run it. Like I'm not gonna lie, it feels, you can feel like they were like, okay, we gotta get everything into these last 3 episodes. But before that point, it is actually a really good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say it was the best of the best, right? I'm not gonna say it's a must watch, but it's definitely a show that a lot of people is kind of talking funny about it. But it actually ended up being pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. The choreography is top notch. I promise you. If you like watching taijutsu, you like watching niggas really box and throw hands, God of High School, they throw hands, bro. They throw hands. Run a Girlfriend, I'm looking at y'all funny, bro. I'm looking at everybody funny who told me that not to watch Run a Girlfriend. Everybody who said Run a Girlfriend's not worth my time. Oh, don't even watch it on your own time. You're better served watch something else. I feel like I need to go watch it for myself. I don't believe y'all no more, bro. They're in college. They're actually in college. And y'all don't want me to watch it. Upsetting. They're actually horny. You don't want me to watch it. I'm hurt. Things happen. Let me find out nasty things be happening in that show, and y'all told me not to watch it. Now, don't get it twisted. The MC could be bland, right? The plot could be not that great, right? I, as a man, can accept that. Probably some valid criticisms in what people are telling me, right? But every time I hear Run a Girlfriend, I only hear the negative things, which makes me not want to look at it on myself. But this is why it's always worth, no matter what people say about something, it's almost always worth doing your own research. And right now, you guys are probably like, is this man really mad at us because it's grown adults in an anime, and that's the reason why he's mad that we didn't tell him about it? Yes! Y'all will tell me to go watch some high school shawties, some freshmen, some flat, freaking no old pie having ass shawty, like trying to suck up to a goddamn grown ass teacher on some NTR ugly bastard shit, right? Y'all will tell me to go watch that, but God forbid it's some real college age shawties just trying to date. Now all of a sudden it's trash. I'm looking at y'all funny, bro. I'm looking at y'all real funny. I don't mean all of that, but some of it is valid. I will say, finding out that it's a college age show, it does appeal to me just a little bit more. And I kind of want to explore that now. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, if I got time, I'm gonna watch that shit. And I'm not even gonna tell you, I'm just gonna put it on Patreon, and then everybody on Patreon will get it. Y'all ain't gonna see it though. You won't even know about it. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, this summer 2020, although it was condensed, as we saw from the Gigguk graphic, it definitely was condensed. I still feel like that was a better season than the spring and winter. Summer was better than spring and winter. I will stand on that. I'm standing on business on that one. Yo, Misfit was an absolute blast. Fire. Season 1. ReZero 2. Fire. God of High School was good. It was good. Solid B effort. B minus. Run a Girlfriend, never seen it, but hey, y'all been talking shit about it, but I feel like it has a cult following from what I hear in the underground. The streets don't talk about it, but the sewers talk about it. Y'all just don't want me to be happy. That's what I established. I don't want me to be happy. And that's okay. You want me to be happy? Just say that though. Just say you don't want me to be happy. All right? Anyways, yeah, we're gonna end this one here. I appreciate y'all. Remember, go run up Gigguk, comment in the video, but yo, D Nasty sent us. He's like, who's D Nasty and why is he sending people 3 years later? Because that's how we do it in the Nasty Cast. Drop a sub, drop a like, comment down below. Did you watch Run a Girlfriend, and is the criticism valid? I need to know. Also, did you watch Misfit Season 1? Listen, if you watch Season 2, we don't even have to talk about it. I'm good. Did you watch Misfit Season 1, and did you like it? I'm your man behind the cam. As always, never forget, stay nasty, y'all. You wanna go? Oh, bye. I'm really fucking shaking, bro.